Hello guys, in my previous video I explained you what is conformal cyclic cosmology, how this model deal with the beginning and ending of this universe. From all our discussions we arrived on a conclusion that somehow this universe originated from a singularity like that of a black hole, but it may be of different nature. So before you watch this video, I would suggest you to watch the previous part. Otherwise, all discussions in this video would be meaningless to you. Today in this video we try to understand how this model explains black holes and other few aspects which led the Big Bang of the next aeon. Consider a remote future where all the matters are eaten by the supermassive black holes, much bigger in size than the present black holes. As we can understand at this point that due to the expansion of our universe, each region in this space become cooler and cooler. The only thing which have temperature above this region are the supermassive black holes. So, they start the Hawking radiation such that entire mass energy of the black holes start to radiate a low energy photons which will take about 10 to the power 100 years to fully evaporate the black holes, and at last it will end with a pop. But still we can't neglect the presence of those finite rest masses such as electrons, protons, their antiparticles and other massive particles. Suppose these particles somehow escape from entering into the black holes and get trapped in their cosmological event horizon, where they can't even come in contact with their antiparticles such that they could annihilate themselves. So, how these particles will travel to next aeon? See, protons may decay into neutrinos over a period of time. But what about electrons, positrons and other massive particles? They even can't decay. To transfer these electrons or other massive particles to next aeons, we need to suppose that at this position of universe, electrons and other massive particles don't have their constant rest masses, due to which, according to De Sitter's group, this rest mass would decay at a very slow rate, take much longer time than the disappearance of those black holes. But the time is not a big deal. After decay, all particles will become massless and also move at a speed of light. So at this speed, time doesn't matter. When all these particles will lose their mass, the space-time geometry would become just as it had been at the Big Bang. Till now from our discussions, we have arrived on two problems. First, about the information loss in the black hole's evaporation. Second, we know that at this time universe is at its highest entropy. So we need to make this entropy zero for the creation of next aeon according to second law of thermodynamics. Let's understand them one by one. Among the major consideration of this model is the Hawking radiation emitted by the black holes in the remote future. And we know that this theory deals with one of the major paradox in physics, named as information paradox. Now we will understand how Roger Penrose gave a solution to this paradox. As the black hole swallowed all the matters present in this phase space, their mass and volume increased over time. When the Hawking radiation starts, all the informations are transferred to some another dimension which are not accessible by the phase space. And also the volume occupied by these black holes also vanishes, which result in the thinning down of phase space volume. Before the beginning of Hawking radiation, the universe was at its highest entropy. Within this universe, the highest entropy points are occupied by those supermassive black holes, which collectively raises the entropy of this universe. But when they vanishes to some another dimension, the highest entropy point of this universe also vanishes, which result in the lowering of entropy, and as the volume occupied also vanishes, it leads to shrinking of phase space. So it follows as if we take the another dimension and this phase space together, then their entropy is high as per second law of thermodynamics. But the shrinking of phase space results in decrease of gravitational degree of freedom, that is to zero. As I explained in my previous video that when gravitational degree of freedom becomes zero, the entropy of the present aeon will be at its lowest, which will lead to the creation of Big Bang for the next aeon. Now the question arises, How we can confirm this model experimentally? According to Penrose, in the previous aeon, the collision between the black holes result in creation of gravitational waves. These information of gravitational waves are passed by photons through the Big Bang singularity, which we can observe in cosmic microwave background in the form of ripples, much like as created in water when we throw pebbles. So guys, that's all for now. I request you to please subscribe my channel. According to YouTube, only 2% viewers subscribed and 94% not subscribed my channel. Please click on subscribe button and like this video. It motivates me to make more such interesting videos. So at last, thank you for watching.